Hey guys, so how often, or do you have a situation at work in your career where you work remotely, or you work with a lot of people who are remote, or you work from home, or you are part of a business where you need to connect with potential customers and clients who, you don't interface with every day, but you may meet on occasion at a work event, at a function, or you're out scouring and looking to win business or to connect with clients. And today I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the value of connecting with people in person versus online only, or over the phone, or through all these various platforms of social media. And I'm sitting today with James Rogers. James and I are recent contacts, and James has a lot to say and values and appreciates what it means to connect in person. So I wanted to come on and get you all thinking a little bit about, how, not only how valuable it is, but how important it is for us to connect with people in person instead of always just online. So James, good to see you again.
Nice to see you, Scott.
Thanks for some of your time. So I met you at an event where you told me not long after we met, when we were talking, that you love to connect with people in person, that you've always been that way, you've always been wired that way. What are some of your thoughts around why you like to connect with people in person as opposed to electronically?
I believe that face-to-face contact is more personable, build a stronger connection than through social media and whatnot. I just feel that it's a little more concrete in a sense. It's just a little more, what's the word I'm looking for?
Well, you connect, and you have a better chance of connecting on that emotional feeling level when you're doing things in person as opposed to just online. That's one of my experiences,
right.
Things I feel strongly about.
No, I agree. And of course, in building that comfortability level with somebody is a lot easier to do in person opposed to social media or whatever else it may be. It's just a stronger way of building a stronger connection.
Yeah, and it's hard in today's world, and whatever field you're in, and even myself as a career coach, and I can help people anywhere, and I do come across and connect, and I have people who reach out to me from different platforms, but I always feel that sense and urge if I can. I'm based in Boston. If I can connect with people in person, I really want to do that. And we have to balance our business. And if you have any feelings or thoughts on this, hey Donnie, hey Jillian, about what it means to connect in person. What are some things that you do to connect better in person with people or potential customers? To me, it builds a more authentic, real kind of connection and relationship, right?
Yeah, I agree 100%.
You told me the other day that you're not shy at all. So how has that served you well in your career, in your professional career? Just being able to talk to anybody.
Yeah, just be able. So I'm a mortgage broker with Bank of England, and just being able to open the door to a real estate agency and walk in and just be able to be open to whoever's in there, just expressing what we have to offer, just the comfortability and being able to get my word out there, my business out there to whoever. It's just something I'm extremely comfortable doing, and eventually it's going to pay off in the long run.
Yeah, and as somebody, and I appreciate you taking some time to talk with me today and talk about this with an audience too, is you are new to your field. You've been working for a while, and we can maybe share a little bit of that context, but you're newer in the mortgage broker industry, and you understand the value that relationships are going to bring. But even as you're on the learning curve and learning a new industry and a new field, and you understand the value of building relationships is really going to serve you well.
Yeah, of course. Especially, I feel. Back to the point where being face to face, it's something you can't do through social media. I believe that building a strong relationship in person will always go over a lot better than opposed to social media. Like I said, just the comfortability level itself, being emotional and being there and expressing to them that you will be there through the whole entire process. and not shy away from it.
Yeah, and to convey that to a customer, and James is in the mortgage industry, but to convey that to a customer, there has to be trust.
Yeah.
And people have to really believe that you're going to be there for them, no matter what business you're in, and you can best do that in person.
Yeah,
so,
of course.
And so you say like you're not afraid to walk into a bank or an establishment, and not to get too robotic or canned, because I know you're not like that. I know you're not like that. I can tell already from meeting you this week. But what are some of the ways that you just get conversation going with people?
Simple ways. I mean, I'm very approachable. I can approach anyone. I have absolutely no filter, in a good way.
Yeah, we want to have some filter.
Yeah, right. Of course. No, I have no issue with approaching. I was just on Scott the other day on the T headed back home. I saw Realty on a guy's sleeve of his coat. I simply approached him, asked if he was in the biz. He's a property manager. I told him I was a mortgage broker. We exchanged cards. Told me people are leaving all the time buying homes, and he just said, "I'll definitely reach out for the next potential borrower for you." And I was absolutely, So it's just simple ways of just meeting people, just face to face, getting your, being able to get your name out there and being comfortable about it is key. It plays a huge role in your future success.
It's big. The relationships are really the key, especially in today's world. I share this a lot. We're in the connection economy now, and James and I were just talking a few minutes ago that it's no longer just about how much you know. It's no longer about all the degrees and the certifications and how much knowledge you have. It's in large part about like how you connect with people and how you make people feel. And in your business, in your industry, like people are going to need to trust you because they're making a big financial transaction that might be the biggest of their life.
Yeah.
So they want to do it with people that they're comfortable with.
Yeah, of course. I mean, they're like you just said, they're making probably the biggest decision, the biggest move of their life. Buying a home is huge. I know one day it'll be the biggest decision on my part, one of the biggest decisions. And who wouldn't want somebody to be there for them that they feel comfortable with, where they can tell them whatever's on their mind, and for myself to just be able to tell them, it's off your shoulders now, I'll handle it from here. If you have any questions, you can reach out to me. I want to be able to make them feel comfortable enough where they know, where they trust me enough to know that everything is going to proceed, everything's going to fall exactly how it should, and just go smoothly with the whole entire process.
Yeah, I love that. There's such a good lesson in that, and that's going to serve you really well. And we'll wind down with this thought. And I see Jillian made a comment about loving to meet new people, and some people are very comfortable in that role. Like, oh, I'm going to go out today or this week. I want to meet new people, connect, whether it's work related or not. And for some, that's harder to do. And I know you've described on one level. Some ways it's interesting. Some people who seem very outgoing are actually technically introverts. I'm an introvert, but I don't have a problem talking to people or talking in front of people. But technically, I'm an introvert. What would you suggest? Let's leave people with this thought too. And if you have any comments or thoughts on this, feel free to shoot them in now or later. But what would you say to people who are really shy or feel they're an introvert and they're not comfortable meeting strangers? What's your advice to them?
My advice to them would be, try to burst the bubble. Just get out there. Talk to your neighbor. Start small. Just open up to anyone. Open up to the mailman. Just it doesn't matter. I mean, eventually it'll start to come more natural for yourself. I know it's hard for me because I'm not in that situation. That's not me. So, I mean, to somebody out there who's shy, and just give it a shot. I mean, just try to, like I said, try to talk to the mailman for starters. Make small conversation with somebody at the grocery store. Just try to burst that bubble. Just get comfortable with yourself, and eventually it'll come, and you'll become more open and acceptable and being able to talk to people.
Yeah, I love that's really good advice. Seriously, I like the whole aspect of starting small and just get used to talking to people that you don't regularly talk to or know. But it's a safe environment. The grocery store is a good suggestion. For sure.
Yeah, for sure. Anyway, it doesn't have to be the grocery store.
All right. Well, listen, thanks for sharing some of your experience and insight, and I wish you the best of luck. I know your career is going to do really well, and you're going to learn a lot too. And for those of you out there who checked in on this video now or later, thank you. And if you have any comments or questions and thoughts around the value of meeting people in person, how important it is, no matter what your career is, even if you're in an office every day with a lot of people, or especially if you work remotely, you know, that in-person connection can really up-level your career. All right? Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Bye.